There's a saying in Buddhism, the Buddha grows a foot and the demon is already 10 feet tall. And what this means, probably most of you know, is that as soon as one sets out to do a meditation practice, or actually sits down to meditate, as soon as one does, all sorts of obstacles arise. The old afflictions come to the surface. Anger and jealousy, self-doubt, things that you've long forgotten about suddenly arise. And then you think, gee, I was better off before I started meditation. We tend to be very optimistic when we meditate, when we begin a meditation practice. And this optimism doesn't last very long because of the function of meditation is to make one aware, and it's to make one aware of what's obstructing meditation practice, as well as aware of the nature of the mind itself. So in order to understand the nature of the mind itself, one must understand what's obstructing us from doing so. So given that the situation is what it is, and that as soon as we think of the Buddha, the demons arise to challenge us. We have to have a plan of action. And one of the best plans of action is to understand that this is just the nature of the game itself. Understand right from the outset that meditation brings as much or more darkness than light until one clears, one's mental environment. And it's, in a way, it's very good because, it's a shortcut to, seeing the light. You see the darkness before the light. And if we understand that, it's, plowing through it as part of the game, and we kind of, go under that assumption right from the start, it's a very helpful attitude to have towards meditation practice itself. It's actually an essential attitude to have towards meditation itself, because when we don't have that attitude, we just simply don't last. Our practice doesn't endure. So if we understand that this is what to expect, then when our obstacles arise, our afflictive emotions and so forth arise during meditation, we can, welcome them. Now, not everybody deals with it quite like this. A lot of people quit meditation, but many people will, just for the sake of meditating, divert their mind away from afflictive emotions and negativity and think about something that cheers their mind. It could be anything. It could be family, friends, something one wants to do, something one wants to buy, something we already bought that we really like, something we want to write about, something we want to, enjoy in some way, some person we want to meet, some food we want to eat, some wave we want to surf. It can be all sorts of things to, take the negative subtext out of our mind and put it on something cheerful, that joys. In other words, change the subtext of our meditation. Our meditation will be the same regardless. I mean, we might be reciting a mantra, doing a visualization or some topic of meditation. But when we have a topic of meditation, there's always a subtext going on until we're very clear and awake and aware. So as long as that subtext is there, we might figure, well, this negative subtext isn't very good and I don't want to quit. So I'll think about something else in the background of my mind while I'm reciting my mantra. This is a very typical approach, by the way. People think about, kind of cheerful things rather than negative things. But sooner or later, the negativity's got to come to the fore, and you're going to have to deal with it, so it might as well be sooner. But that's not the only reason to face the music, while it's playing. The other reason is that no matter how negative the thought may be, or how painful it might be, or how much fire it might have, it's helpful to realize that looking at it and being aware of it, it will dissolve it. So if one's reciting a mantra, for example, one can have as one's subtext the particular feeling a negative emotion generates, the particular vision it has associated with it, so particular attitude, and have that held on to as a ground for mantra recitation, visualization, or whatever particular meditation topic one is employing. So instead of having some cheery, happy subtext going on, and have the negative subtext there in some form or other while you're practicing. And in a sense, you're deriving energy from that negativity that's actually positive, because it's serving as a basis for your focus on the meditation topic itself. Keep in mind that afflictive emotions, negativity, bad karma, and all of these kind of things, they don't go away by wishing they all go away. They go away by dissolving them. And you dissolve them by awareness of them. Now, this isn't to be confused with, awareness of them by thinking about them. No. The main focus of one's meditation practice is what the topic of meditation, whatever that is. The background or the screen, which all that's taking place on, is keeping, instead of trying to escape from the negative emotion, keeping awareness of it someplace in one's mind, not letting it go. There's a really very famous Chan saying that I really love. It says, if you can't lay it down, carry it around. And that's what this means. It means that, if something's really bugging you and you can't take it, it's really bothering you and you want to get away from it, don't carry it around. See how long you can carry it around and see who's stronger. If you have that attitude, you find out that, it cannot challenge you forever. Eventually it will go its way. And that is, a fundamental concept that is very helpful. So if we understand from the very beginning of practice that, or even for, advanced people, sometimes people, will meditate for years and they'll kind of try and escape their afflictive emotions, but that's not the way. Keep in mind that when the Buddha grows a foot, the demon's already 10 feet tall. So that's actually a good thing. You've got the Buddha, a 1-foot Buddha is more powerful than a 10-foot demon. So you've got your Buddha. That's what's important.